Create steel column in Tekla structures 2022 version with given example. Okay, let's start. Open Tekla structures with Indian environment. Let's take example. In our PDF example, we have column, steel column with a standard profile ISMB 300 Indian standard profile, and we have column height 3000, and we have orientation like this in the top view. Okay, now I'm going to create this steel column in Tekla structures. So to create steel column, click on this steel option. You'll get this steel icons here. Now I'm going to create column. So click on this steel column option and zoom it here, and click on here gradient section point to create a column here in 3D model. Right click on mouse, interrupt. You can see now we have default column like this. You can see coming to this view, you can see currently we have transparent view. You can see through this column view in the grid. To rotate this column, use the shortcut Control and mouse middle button, and hold the Control and mouse middle button to rotate. Drag the mouse left and right. To move exactly at the middle of this rotation point at here, use the shortcut Control R and pick the rotation point here. You can see now rotation point generated here. So hold the Control and mouse middle button and pan the mouse to rotate like this. You can see like this. Okay, now coming to this view, you can change this type of view here. Currently we have shaded view. To get render view or solid view, you can use the shortcut Control 4. You can see now this is a solid view or render view. You can see this column is completely solid like this. If you want to use wireframe, use the shortcut Control 1. You can see currently this is the wireframe. Okay, now we're going to use the render view. Use the shortcut Control 4. You can see this is the column now like this. Okay, now I'm going to change this column profile. So double click on this column to open column property window. You can see like this. Okay, currently we have profile ISMB 400. In our example, you can see in our example we have this column profile ISMB 300. So we're going to change this profile. So click on here, profile catalog. In this profile, by default we have you can see IS 808 is the standard profile here. In this category, we have subcategory at this location: ISHB, ISJB, ISLB, and ISMB. Currently, we record ISMB profile. So, in subcategory, you can see ISMB 300. So, click on it, then click on apply OK. You can see currently we have ISMB 300 updated here. So, click on modify to update in the model. So, click on modify here. You can see now this profile should be ISMB 300. Now, coming to here, IS 2062 is the material grade. If you want to change, you can change from here. According to the design information, we need to select the material grade from this list. You can see steel. Under steel category, you can see we have a lot of material grades. Okay, by default, we're going to take here IS 2062. If you want to change as per design, you can change. You can select from here in this list, then click on apply OK to update here in this option. Okay, by default, we're going to take here IS 2062. Okay, let's take here IS 2062, then click on apply OK. Now coming to the class, you can change this column color. For example, you can see by default we have this magenta color, class 7. So if you want to change, click on here and select the different color. Click on modify to update here in the model like this. You can see, for example, let's take this color like this. Okay, default we're going to take here class 7. Click on modify it like this and close this window here. Now go to top view by using the shortcut Control P on your keyboard. Now zoom it here. Currently we placed this column at here, grid A1. You can see this is one grid and it is A grid, so you can call it as the A1 grid. So come here. In our example, you can see in our top view we have orientation like this horizontally, but in our model we have vertical orientation. So we're going to change this orientation. So double click on this column once again to open this column steel column property window. Now you can see under position, you can see here rotation. You can directly type here 90 degrees. Otherwise, you can use these options also here. Front, click on here. You can see we have subcategory here list. front, top, back and below. Front opposite is the back. If you press the back option, it will rotate 180 degrees. So we need to rotate 90 degrees, so you can select the top, then click on modify to rotate 90 degrees like this. Okay, now coming to this number series, these are the assembly numbering, prefix and start number, and part numbering and start number. I'll explain this number series separately, clearly in future video. So currently we're concentrating on these options. Now close it here. Now use the shortcut Control P for 3D view. You can see now we're going to change this column height. In our example, we have column height here 3000. You can see from ground level 0 to top of this column we have 3000. So now I'm going to update this one information also. So double click on this column to open the column property window. Otherwise you have another option also. Select this column, then use the shortcut Alt Enter to open this column property window. Now you can see in the position bottom level we need to enter here 0 because the ground level at the column bottom level is 0, and the top level we have 3000. You can see top level is 3000 from ground level, so we need to enter here at the top level 3000 millimeter. Now click on modify to see the result. You can see like this. Now close this window. Okay, now select this column. You can see you directly get here 3000. You can directly change this column height from here also. Click on this 3000 and you can type here 4000 to enter 4000 top level. You can see click on here and enter 3000 to get 3000 column height like this also. Okay, for this direct option you will get slow down your system when you enter when you modify this column properties. So remove this option, direct modification, off this direct modification to run your system smoothly. So off this direct modification option. Okay, you can see now we have this column orientation. Go to top view by using the shortcut Control P. Zoom it here. You can see now it is a horizontal direction as given example as compared to here. You can see horizontal direction like this. Now coming to vertical direction, use the shortcut Control P for 3D view. Now we're going to measure this column height. You can directly see the dimension here also 3000, but even though if you want to measure the dimensions, we need to create elevation view. So click on this grid, right click on mouse, create views and click on here along grid lines. Now enter here elevation on grid and copy it and use the shortcut Control C for copy and paste here by using the shortcut Control V and create and OK. And we're going to take elevation on grid 1 and click on here to open. You can see now we have elevation view like this. For more details about this, how to create views and how to create grids, I clearly explained in my previous videos in this series, so please check out in my channel. Now we're going to measure this vertical dimension. So click on here edit and measure and select this vertical distance and pick the first point at here and pick the second point at here and click on here to create the dimension. You can see 2000. Right click on mouse interrupt. This dimension is the checking dimension, so now I want to remove this dimension. So click on here on space, right click on mouse, redraw view to remove this checking dimension.